Chris Watkin back again with another Ages Together Winning Ways video. And today I'm joined by Wendy Peterman, who is a very well-known estate agent from Southeast London. Wendy, talk to me about how women and men can manage their menopause, especially if we're dealing with in estate agency and the stresses that that causes as a profession. Talk to me.
Menopause is such a huge subject, and I don't profess to be, I don't know everything. I can only tell you of my own experiences and how I dealt with it. But I didn't know I was going through the menopause at the beginning, so I felt very emotional. I felt there's lots of other aspects of menopause that people don't talk about. So I think that the most important thing is, if you think that that's what's going on, and it can happen at any age, don't think that menopause happens when you're 65 years old, because it can happen when you're 35 years old. Is find out as much as you can about it and talk to your GP.
What are the main signs that people should be looking for?
Well, I think the main signs are the ones that everyone knows, which are, the sweats, not sleeping properly. I felt incredibly angry. I think I felt like I was going to kill somebody. But there's lots of other depression. There's a lot of other hidden elements to menopause that you wouldn't know were down to menopause. And I would say talk to your doctor, but also do your own research, because sometimes, depending on your doctor, they will say, are you sweating at night? They will say, have you got headaches or whatever it might be? And they will look for the common symptoms. If there are symptoms that are not so common, they'll just dismiss it. So you need to read up about it and talk to your doctor, knowing that the symptoms that you've got are things that you think are down to menopause.
Do you think estate agency in the profession exacerbates the issues of menopause?
I think that in any profession, it's a really hard, it's a hard one to manage, because you never know how you're going to feel. And it actually can be quite embarrassing sometimes. I mean, no one, unless you've been through them, having a hot flush in the office is absolutely horrific. And that's just, it might last 10 minutes but it's also talking to the other people in the office so that they understand. Because the guys in the office, they could laugh, they think it's funny. They need to understand that the things that you go through are very difficult. It's hard to just kind of manage along.
I mean, we spoke, it was a couple of months ago that we listened to a wonderful lady at the Women in Estate Agency conference.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. She said, first is self-awareness of the problems and take medical help. What you're saying is communicate with your colleagues just to say that this is what I'm going through, okay? Yeah. What else can colleagues do to support ladies going through the menopause?
Be understanding. I mean,
is it as simple as that?
I think so. I mean, as I say, I am not an expert, and that lady specifically was an expert. I will definitely be having her into my office. She goes to offices to educate everybody. And I think education is the one thing that everyone needs to do. The guys in the office, even if it's not about the person in the office having the issue, their wives are going to be going through it. Their mothers might be going through it. Understand it so that you can take back information to be able to help them.
Do you think, and again, I can only talk from the point of view as a man, do you think many men are quite flippant?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's just their hormones. I mean, yes, it is just our hormones, but it's not just our hormones. It's a life changer. It's a very, very difficult time to negotiate, and men should be more understanding.
Any final thoughts before we finish this video?
Don't be flippant to yourself, but guys, don't be flippant. It's a big thing, and everyone needs to be there to help each other.
Thank you for your time today, Wendy.